Ian, last Saturday saw our first home game against Dundee. Now you've had a few days to look through the footage. What's your final reflections on the match?
Yeah, pretty much how I felt after the game. Frustrated with the result, but I felt the players put a tremendous amount of effort into the game, plenty of endeavour into the game, worked really hard, created a couple of very, very decent opportunities within the game. Also, there was times where we could have been better as well, of course. But overall, I felt we deserved something from the match. But again, I keep going about it. It's those fine margins within games that separate teams at the end of the game. So disappointed overall with the result, but I felt the players gave us a massive effort, and full credit to them.
One thing I wanted to pick out from the game, it was the first time that we had the centre-back pairing, and Connor actually got the fans' man of the match. How important a factor is time in that sort of centre-back pairing relationship?
Well, it's huge. Relationships within the team are absolutely massive, not just going forward where you do your link-up play and you're learning about where your striker likes to make runs or your winger likes to take the ball. Defensively, it's very important. They'll get better together. I was speaking to someone about it, and it probably takes at least 10 to 12 games for a really solid pairing to get to know each other, and with that then your full-backs get to know the centre-halves, and it's a knock-on effect. So really impressed by Connor's debut. Thought he'd done very well considering that he's travelled up the road not long before the game, and then it was obviously Ryan's second game as well, and Ryan took a wee knock during the week so didn't train much, so full credit to him as well.
Moving on, this weekend sees us host Greenock Morton at Starks Park. They've had 4 points from the first 2 games. What's your assessment of the challenge coming this Saturday?
Yeah, another difficult game. Decent start from Morton as well. Dougie has done very well since he went in there last season. Saw them play at Easter Road against Hibs in the League Cup. Done very well, won the game in penalty kicks. They've got pace up front, very good height in the back line. They like to make the game stuffy, make the game tough, make the game nice and tight, which and they're good at it as well, which got to give them credit of what they're doing. A very big strength for there. So we look at areas of the park that we think we can hurt them, and on our pitch, which is a bit bigger than Morton's, we look to be a bit more expansive than we have been in the last couple of weeks. But we know it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a physical battle with the ball and without the ball, but we'll be ready for it.
We know about the sort of 4 longer term injuries that we've got. How's the rest of the squad looking going into this week?
Yeah, we're looking okay. We've had a couple of knocks again, a little bit of fatigue at the start of the week that's now calming down, but we're hopeful that we've got no new injuries going into the game on Saturday. Obviously we have tomorrow's session still to do, and hopefully everybody comes through that unscathed, but at the moment, touch wood that we're okay.
Eagle-eyed fans on Saturday, they come in early, they might have seen Brad Spencer doing some running. Is he the closest out of the 4 for a return? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, Brad's not too far away from getting back involved. Hopefully 10 to 14 days that we'll see him back on the pitch in terms of training. We'll need him time after that to get him match ready. Ross Matthews again, not too far behind. Louis Vaughan a wee bit behind that, and then obviously Thomas is a bit longer than that. So it'd be great to get Brad back first and foremost because he's ahead of everyone else, but I don't think Ross is going to be too far behind him. So to have 2 more experienced midfield players back in the squad, great for competition and good players, and freshens us up again as well.
On Saturday before the game, it was announced that Greg Young would be going on loan to Elgin City, and the appearances that he's had for the club so far, he's shown a lot of promise. What do you think is the benefit of the loan to Greg and the club? Yeah,
it's going to be hugely beneficial, firstly for Greg, because you need to play games. People can maybe look at the location that we've sent him to, being Elgin, but I like Elgin, the way they play. Also a factor was that he trains with us all week and just goes to Elgin on a Saturday for the game. So it's ideal for ourselves, ideal for Greg, and it was good for Elgin as well because they're getting a good young player. He's a young, hungry player who came to me and wanted to go on loan, and I fully understand why, because if you're a footballer you want to play games. In Greg's position, being a left back, unfortunately you only really learn by making mistakes, and mistakes on that area of the pitch cause you goals. But it's how you recover from them. It's how you maybe go through a little tough spell, 4 or 5 games where it's not quite going for you. How do you adapt your game? And you have to do that by going on loan. I mean, you look over the years, there's very, very few players that have become good ones that haven't gone on loan, certainly when they're younger.
Speaking of moves, it's that time of year. There's speculation going about amongst every club in Scotland. You've already brought in a lot of important signings so far. Are you looking to bring any others anytime soon?
We're always looking. It's very, very difficult. You know, we understand we need strikers. We know that. That's for two reasons. We need more depth, and we need maybe a little bit better quality, and we need to push the boys that we've got. But it's difficult. You know, you ask any manager in Scotland at the moment what they're after, it's strikers, and if they've got them, they're not letting them go until they get one in. So again, it's a knock-on effect. But we're always looking, we're always trying. We've been trying all week, again, as we always do, picking up the phone, looking at stuff, trying to see if there's any deals we can work on or negotiate. But at the moment, it's so hard. But I think maybe towards, you know, the last week in August, the last few days, things move, and sometimes one or two that you don't expect to be available, or certainly don't expect to pop up, do become available. So hopefully we're in a position, if that is the case, to be able to track them to Raith Rovers.
My final question: Saturday there's a crowd over 3,200 at Starks Park. Great turnout from supporters across both the clubs. What kind of difference could the backing make to your team this Saturday?
Again, it's a huge part of us being successful. I thought that the support, the numbers, number one, on Saturday were tremendous, and the backing they gave the team even more so. It was so important. We're extremely grateful for the backing that they gave us, you know, before the game, during the game, and after the game. I felt that was really good of them to applaud the boys off the park. We would love to have rewarded them with at least a point and sent them home with something. Unfortunately, we didn't this week. We aim to give them the 3, so they enjoy their Saturday night as much as we can. But their backing's has been great. You know, as a manager, I can't thank them enough, and on behalf of the players, they can't thank them enough. All we can do now is reward them with a win. That's what they want. That's what we want. And so hopefully this is a week for us.
Sounds good. Good luck for Saturday.
Thank you.